So, I thought I would talk about my credentials. This is me, and my daughter Suhan is doing the video, and I lost my train of thought. It's okay. So basically, um, ba-dum. I finished my bachelor's degree at Liberty University online. I started out at Everett Community College and then went to UCSD and then I eventually finished up at Liberty University. Then I started attending Walden University, a PhD in epidemiology, and then I switched to the master's program in epidemiology to help get it paid for by the U.S. Army. They used to have a tuition assistance, so essentially you could like double dip, and it was perfectly ethical. And they removed that now, but at that time they had that. So then I switched back to the PhD program. Then I had very epic marital issues, which derailed the PhD program. So I thought, Suhan, we could look at this, and if we could bring the camera in a little bit closer. Can you see this on the video? So we have the interpretate that. Let me do this here. Can you see this? So this is record for 9 Bruce Prater. This is official transcript. This is officially me. And we were working on a Doctor of Philosophy and Public Health. Cumulative hours earned. I'm sorry, I'm not getting any feedback from you. Like, I ask you a question, totally blank. I ask you a question, totally blank. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying, like, it really throws me off. So that's something I need to work on. Because, sorry. It's trippy when you get, like, no feedback from anybody. Makes you feel like you're going insane. It's okay. Like, I'm really feeling super off this morning. Basically, I want to finish my PhD after I get my marital status updated to married in the VA computer system. So I'm not focusing on this right now until I get this other thing done. And because I failed a doctorate level class twice, for whatever reasons, interpretation and application of data, it pissed me off and rocked me to my core because it made me feel stupid and it made me feel like I wasn't. Anyway, that feeling of feeling stupid made me, produce massive amounts of adrenaline in my system. This isn't healthy. I'm just giving you a kind of summary of my interpretation of myself as a third person observer, which is what my therapist said I should do. Try to always view myself as a random third person. Failing interpretation and application of data twice demoralized me to such an extreme that I felt like to retaliate, I should update the entire system of classification and formatting and organization of data or morphemes to, at a minimum, complement grand unification theorists and theorists of everything, while also basically making the goal orientation explicit, because there is this idea that science is objective and you should never put goal orientation in the process. But those of us who know better know that there's actually no such thing. And at that time, I thought, you know what if somebody just came along and said, update SPSS, the statistical packages for the social sciences, and basically, what if we were to combine quantitative analysis and basically a bunch of different things. So really my ultimate point is, this is me. When Michelle Obama, I should also note too that my mental health issues are in this particular order: PTSD, ADHD, and then number 3 is major depression with suicidal ideations. So viewing myself as a third person, I view myself as somebody who has ADHD to such an extreme that it's basically like there's always too much going on in my mind, nothing ever gets finished. I need so much more structure. It's why I thrive in the military, because all that energy I have was put into this extreme structure. So what I'm kind of trying to do with this is basically something really negative, dark, and sad, failing a PhD class twice and then getting administratively withdrawn, which made me sad and frustrated. Basically, this very dark, sad thing enraged me, and that rage, which is also dark and not positive, made me get so pissed off at the whole system. I thought, I basically kind of had all these extreme thoughts. So extreme thoughts aren't good. Balanced thoughts are good. Extreme thoughts are not good. But these extreme thoughts of frustration and rage and deep feelings of retribution and other things, having been in the military and killed people and stuff, made me thought I could warm up our species' entire damn classification system in a way that would hopefully connect science and religion perfectly to where they perfectly complement each other and not endlessly contradict. Actually take the 8 most major concepts in science that don't really connect due to too many paradoxes, and then throw in paradox as a key concept in the expression. Because remember, expressions model relationships between conceptualizations. So it's why doesn't somebody come up with an expression that models high priority relationships in a way that allows for endless conceptualization in a way that's summarized? Doing any differently than that would be totally insane. And then you stop and look around and you think, that is all that's going on. Nobody is actually doing that. It's kind of like you get to that point, Suhan, where you're like, wouldn't it be nice if somebody did X, Y, Z? And then you look around and you're like, well, shit, nobody's going to do it if I don't do it. Nobody's talking about it, nobody's thinking about it. It's almost like you get to a point where you realize, hey, here's the real problem. These 37 things and the way they keep interacting with each other to keep everyone ignorant. And then you look around and there's not even a second person around you on planet Earth or in all of human history that's noticing that too. And that is disturbing as well. That's maybe, if you ever wake up in the morning and you realize you're Albert Einstein, you basically also, at that exact second, you also feel like you're Jane Goodall. And that's a disturbing feeling. It's an arrogant feeling and disturbing. And it may not be true. But anyways, I don't even know where I was going with it. Anyways, I need to get my marital status updated in the VA computer system to married. And then after that, I will finish up this PhD. So help me Allah, so help me Buddha, so help me God. And then that'll be done. And then we'll trek on to make this the most useful, most helpful, most altruistic, most ethical thing ever created ever. And the hope is that it will be so unbelievably good to such an unbelievable extreme that we won't have to do that much promotion, because when people actually start to use it, they'll be like, their jaws will drop, and they'll be like this, their hands will tremble with humility when they use it, because they'll be like, this is what everybody really wants, is a system that allows the interpretation and application of data to flow into something that's like, hey, how do we combine philosophy and religion, politics, economics into a single expression that is general and also simultaneously is field specific in a way that allows standard formatting for all of human thought, all of it. Anyway, so I could be wrong. I don't know. Number 1, update my marital status in the VA computer system. Number 2, finish this PhD. Number 3, trek forward with this monster and ultimately tame it and get it to work and serve humanity and all that good stuff. So, I'll create around.
Bye.